Tyler Patterson, slot back, SilentTypeMedia University. It's like, nah. My name is Tyler Patterson. I'm a visual creative, artist, cinematographer, director, cameraman, but more than a cameraman. The story behind me becoming a digital creative, I seen one of my mentors on stage at Numbers Fest in 2017 when Ray Shermer and Future was on stage, and he had this black and white cameo of them, and the lights was going crazy, the crowd was going crazy, and I'm just sitting here watching this story on Instagram like, man, how did you get up there? Like, what made you start? And he eventually told me, that was in the spring of 2017, and he originally told me around the summertime, like, man, just come along with me one day. So around the summertime, he asked me to come to a shoot, and that's where I met my boss now and also mentor, Yves Ellis, and the rest was history, man. Like, I just fell in love with what I did. I didn't even really know that, picking up a camera would bring me such joy, such like ease to like my life, and being able to, hear somebody's vision and apply my vision to it, and we just create magic. Honestly, I feel like I'm living in my passion right now. I'm blessed to have found my passion at such a young age, and through that passion, I believe I'm living and walking in my purpose in life that God has for me. And I don't know exactly what that entails in the future, but I do know that whatever God does have in store for me, I'm gonna be ready. And that goal of mine is definitely to be a director, making feature-length films, mainly documentaries. You know how they say a picture tells 1,000 words? I feel like a movie can tell 1,000,000. So like, why not teach? Why not inform and educate someone about something that they might know about or see on TV, but not necessarily really know what it is? So that's something I want to bridge the gap between not only the black community, but all communities, just to be able to know more stuff about the world and why things are the way they are. Whether that's society, whether that's how a computer was made, whether that's, the Ravens, sadly, hopefully winning the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Just the background of that, the raw things that you don't see, that makes what we use and what we enjoy today. Some of my greatest accolades, I have to say, is a film that I shot with my boss and other creatives in Columbus, As Long as Warhol on Wall Street, big sponsor for that, called My Great Day in Harlem. We took 5 artists from Columbus, Ohio to Harlem, and the main purpose was to see how the Harlem Renaissance affected that community and how we can bring that impact back to Columbus. And while we was out there, we kicked it with Dougie Fresh. We went to the Cotton Club. We went to Nurkin's Cafe, Poets Cafe. We visited a lot of brownstones. We did a couple pop-up shops. It was a great experience, and we caught it all on film and made a little feature-length film, and we premiered it at the Gateway Film Center here in Columbus, and it was a great turnout. We had 2 showings. The first one was the actual showing of the premiere, and the second one we had a couple of middle school students come in from Columbus during Black History Month, and we premiered the show again and had a little question and answer. The biggest adversity that I face is honestly myself. Limitation wreaks creativity, honestly. When I first started off, I was using my church camera whenever it was available to be able to use, and I would take that and we'll just go on shoots and just create that way. And I didn't have the best editing software. I didn't really know how to edit all like that, and I was just looking at YouTube tutorials and going crazy, just like figuring out different things, how this whole field works. And over time, after, building a clientele and actually getting money coming in and I can buy my own equipment, it comes a point where you have so much like resources that you low-key lose that creativeness. Like you have everything that you need to do to make everything that you want to make. Well, to this point, you always can have more, but it comes a point where you're like, okay, what can I do next? How can I change things up? So I'll definitely say my biggest adversity is, myself. Sky's the limit to what you can do. You just gotta do it. The future plans that I have for myself is to honestly start doing my own self projects. These past couple years, I've just been doing other projects for other people, and I told myself in 2020 I was going to focus on my own projects, my own creativity, my own worth, honestly, the whole thing. So this year is going to be more self-building and figuring out what my limitations are, what I can do better in, and how I can visually please other people as well as visually pleasing myself through the stories that I create. And with that, that's also building towards my overall goal of being a director, making feature-length films. If I could give any advice to anybody, whether that's a creative, a business owner, entrepreneur, anything, would be a quote that I heard from my mentor. And he said, a homeless man once told him, the greatest person he would have been tomorrow, the whole world would have heard of him tomorrow. But the fact is that he died and he faded from view, and all that was left with his living was through was a list of things that he intended to do tomorrow. That goal that you want to achieve, that job interview that you're waiting to, apply for because you're scared, that business venture that you're waiting to start up because you don't got the right resources. The main message of that quote is to let you know that tomorrow is not promised. So why not be great today?